So, you're thinking about going fully remote, right? But there's that nagging question. Are you going to have to take a pay cut to do it? It's a great question. Today, we're going to lay out a clear, data-driven roadmap to help you land that high-paying remote role without sacrificing a dime.
First things first, let's get one thing straight. Remote work is not some passing trend from the pandemic. By 2025, a whopping 40% of the entire global workforce will be working remotely or in a hybrid model. This is a massive, fundamental shift in how we work, and believe me, it is here to stay.
Which, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question, the one that's probably on your mind right now. Can you actually find that dream remote job and keep your salary, or maybe even make more? The answer is absolutely yes. But, and this is a big but, it doesn't just happen by luck. It happens with a strategy.
And that strategy, well, it starts right here. You've got to understand the terrain. Before you can conquer the remote world, you need a really clear map of both the incredible opportunities and, yeah, the real challenges that are waiting for you.
Look, the benefits are huge. We're talking a 16% jump in productivity, saving around $500 a month on things like commuting and lunches, and get this, being 22% happier. But it's not all sunshine and roses. The challenges are just as real. That feeling of isolation, the struggle to unplug, and that worry about being out of sight, out of mind when it comes to promotions. We got to tackle those head on.
Okay, now for the exciting part. Let's talk about where the money is. This is all about targeting your search, zeroing in on the industries and the roles where great paychecks and remote work actually meet.
So, just how high can you go? Well, for a remote psychiatrist, salaries can top out at a staggering $335,000. It just proves how much value is placed on specialized expertise that you can deliver from anywhere.
And it's not just in healthcare, not by a long shot. Over in the tech world, a senior software engineering manager can pull in up to $280,000. This shows that top-tier leadership and tech skills are in high demand, no matter where your desk is.
And for other specialized fields, like being a corporate lawyer, you're looking at well over $250,000. The takeaway here is crystal clear. In the high-end, remote job market, your specialized expertise is your golden ticket.
When you look across the board, from principal data scientists to cybersecurity consultants, you see a pattern, right? These are not entry-level jobs. They all demand advanced skills, strategic thinking, and the ability to get things done on your own.
But hold on, because just knowing what job to look for is only half the battle. Just as critical is who you work for. You've got to find a company with a genuine remote-first culture, not just one that's putting up with it. The who is a really big deal.
And you can spot the true remote-first companies by looking at how they invest in their people. We're talking about companies like HubSpot, Salesforce, and Amazon. They offer things like home office stipends, amazing benefits from day one, and wellness reimbursements. That's how you know they see remote work as a strategic advantage, not just a temporary fix.
Okay, so you know the landscape, and you know where the opportunities are. Now it's time to build your toolkit. This part is all about getting the specific skills, both the soft ones and the hard ones, that command top dollar when you're working remotely.
Let's start with the foundation, the soft skills. You know, in an office, you can kind of get by with so-so communication, but when you're remote, proactive, crystal clear communication is everything. Same goes for time management and being a self-starter. These aren't just nice-to-haves, they are the absolute essentials. Think of it this way, and this is so important. Your technical skills, your hard skills, they'll get your foot in the door, but it's mastering these soft skills that's going to keep you thriving, help you get that next promotion, and honestly, stop you from burning out.
Now for the hard skills. How do you prove what you know when you're not in the room? Certifications. Seriously. In the remote world, a certification like the CISP for cybersecurity or the PMP for project management is like a verified stamp of approval. It gives you instant credibility and some serious leverage when it's time to talk money.
Toolkit? Check. All right, now we get tactical. This isn't about just blindly sending out resumes and crossing your fingers. This is about running a smart, strategic hunt to land the exact remote job you want.
First up, your LinkedIn profile has to practically scream, "I am an expert remote professional." That means having a remote-focused header, listing all the collaboration tools you know, like Slack and Asana, and this is key, quantifying your achievements to prove you deliver results, no matter where you are.
Look, the remote job market is global, so it's competitive. You have to be smarter. Focus on just 1 to 3 high-quality applications a day and only for jobs posted in the last few days. Get in before everyone else does. And always, always tailor your resume and write a cover letter. In this game, quality crushes quantity every single time. All right, you did the work, you nailed the interviews, the offer is on the table. This is it. This is the final boss battle, the salary negotiation. This is where you make sure all that hard work gets the reward it deserves. You can't just walk into this unprepared, especially a remote negotiation. You need data, researching what the market rates are, what that specific company pays. That's not just power, my friend. In this situation, it is your superpower. So here's what you do with that data. You state an exact number, not a flimsy range. You constantly bring the conversation back to the value you bring to them. And here's a pro tip for video calls. Don't be afraid of silence. Let them fill it. It's a classic power move, and it works like a charm.
And please, don't forget that your total compensation is way more than just the base salary. A home office stipend, extra vacation days, or a budget for professional development. That stuff can add thousands in value. You've got to negotiate the entire package. So, the main thing to take away from all this is simple. Making that successful, high-income leap to a remote career has absolutely nothing to do with luck. It's the direct result of a deliberate strategy, understanding the game, building the right skills, and playing it smart every step of the way.
The path is clear. The tools are right here. We've literally just laid out the entire roadmap for you. So the only question left is the one you see right now. What is the very first step you're going to take on your journey?